So if you've been on my channel before and you're a subscriber and you're here frequently, you will understand that I mainly cover Nintendo Switch stuff on this channel. However, I play a ton of different games. You've seen it on the channel. I cover mobile games, I cover PS4 games, I cover just about everything on this channel in regards to gaming because I play everything. It's fun. I like dabbling in all types of different games. And that is why today we are going to be talking about Blizzcon and what I think is going to be coming out of BlizzCon in 2019. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into all the different types of video game news and video game reviews, video game coverage in general, my channel is a great place to be. So why don't you just subscribe and hit the notification bell for me? But let's get into this. So BlizzCon 2019 starts at the end of this week, and it is something that a lot of people are hyped about and a lot of people are interested in because of all the controversy surrounding Blizzard at this time. Now, recently there was that incident with Blitzchung and getting banned, and it's put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths in regards to Blizzard Entertainment, mine included. I was very upset at the result of Blitzchung's outburst during one of the Twitch events, and I personally don't feel good about playing Blizzard games right now because I disagree with the way they handled the situation. And I think a lot of people feel the same way in regards to it. However, some people are just not going to stop playing Blizzard games because maybe that's the only game they play. For example, if you're someone like Asmongold or Towley and you only play World of Warcraft, you're not going to stop playing World of Warcraft because of this, because it's a game that makes you happy. So when I come out and say that I do not support Blizzard and how they handled the Blitzchung situation, I'm not saying you have to agree with me, and I'm not saying you need to stop playing Blizzard games, because I understand wholeheartedly if you choose to continue playing Blizzard games after that situation, because that's your only game and that's the game that makes you the most happy. So if you play Blizzard games, good on you. I'm not judging in any way, but I am not interested in playing Blizzard games right now because of what happened with the Blitzchung situation and how it has been handled since. But that being said, I am a longtime Blizzard fan. I played World of Warcraft for a number of years. I've put tons of money into the subscription and some of the in-game purchases in that game, and I've played games like Diablo a ton. I've played StarCraft, I played Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, all of it. Overwatch, all the Blizzard games I have played a ton, and I have always been a big fan of them, and it really sucks to see this situation come to be. So what I hope the most out of BlizzCon and what I want to see the most is Blizzard just addressing this situation and apologizing. I want to see a full apology from Blizzard. I want to see them correct their wrongs, and that will get me excited to play Blizzard games again. If they simply address this situation and apologize for everything that's happened, I can get behind some of these announcements at BlizzCon. That would make it better in my eyes, and it would make me more willing to go back and play some Blizzard games in the future, because they are great games, and I feel bad because really it's a company standpoint. The people working on all of these games have nothing to do with that situation. They've put blood, sweat, and tears into these games, and they just want people to play the games that they've worked so hard on. And it's just really disappointing to see the company tarnish their hard work. So if they come out and they apologize for what they did at BlizzCon this year, I think a lot of people are going to be willing to forgive them and go back to playing Blizzard games. But now let's get into the actual predictions of what I believe is actually coming to BlizzCon 2019 and what they are going to announce and confirm. So first up, we're going to start with Diablo, because I think a lot is going to come with Diablo. And I don't think all of this will actually come out, but I think there's a possibility that all of this could happen at this BlizzCon. So first and foremost, Diablo Immortal, the mobile game that they announced at the previous BlizzCon that had a lot of people in uproar. I really don't understand why so many people were upset about Diablo Immortal, because realistically it's a Diablo game. If you like Diablo, play it on your phone. Like, I get not everyone is into mobile games, and that's fine. If it's not your cup of tea, just wait patiently for Diablo 4. It's coming. We know that Diablo 4 will be a thing, but if Diablo Immortal is not your cup of tea, just don't play it. But realistically, it's just going to be a Diablo game on the phone. So I don't see why, if you enjoyed Diablo 3 and you play it a ton, why you would dislike the idea of being able to play Diablo on your phone or something like that. It's a brand new Diablo game. Like, it's a new game. They worked hard on it, and I just don't get the hate that's surrounding it. But my prediction is that they're going to stealth drop it during the BlizzCon event, because it's been announced for over a year. There was a playable demo at the previous BlizzCon, so they've been kind of sitting on this. So I have a feeling that they're going to just drop it right out the gate at BlizzCon, and then everyone's going to be able to play it right then and there. On top of that, I feel that they're going to announce Diablo 4. If they do apologize for the situation with Blitzchung, then announcing Diablo 4 is going to generate a lot of hype, and it's going to get a lot of people to be excited again immediately. They'll forgive Blizzard for their problematic handling of Blitzchung's situation, and then people will immediately be hyped for the new Diablo game. I know I would be, especially if they announced it for the Nintendo Switch, because that is my main platform, and that's where I really like playing games. It would be really cool to see Diablo 4 announced for all platforms. Not only that, if they announced it with crossplay and cross progression, that would be something that would be really cool to see. However, I only believe we're actually going to see like a trailer or something, a little teaser confirming that Diablo 4 is on the way. But that's not where it ends with Diablo. I wholeheartedly believe that with all of this situation and with the hate Diablo Immortal had, there have been a lot of teases and leaks that kind of hinted at Diablo 2 remaster coming in the near future. And I believe that if Blizzard wanted to handle this properly, they definitely don't have a problem with remastering old games with like StarCraft Remaster and Warcraft 3 Remastered. I feel like Diablo 2 Remaster coming within the next year would be something that got people really excited, got people playing Diablo again, and would give them time to finish up Diablo 4 and make it the best game possible while still giving Diablo fans something to play aside from Diablo Immortal. So I could see them not only releasing Diablo Immortal and announcing Diablo 4, but also confirming that Diablo 2 Remaster would be coming out within the next year or so to fill that gap between Diablo 4's release and now. And this is something that would be really cool to me, in my opinion. I think it would be something that'd be really cool to see, and I would be interested in playing it again if this whole situation could get resolved. Next, we're going to move on to Overwatch. Overwatch is definitely going to be at this BlizzCon, and everything seems to be pointing at Overwatch 2. There's been leaked art. There's been just a ton of information about Overwatch 2 coming out. It says it's going to feature a PvE mode, more PvP stuff, and it's going to feature a new hero. So all in all, I think it's definitely happening. However, I do not believe it's going to be a new game. I really don't believe it's going to be a new game. I think Overwatch 2 is actually going to be an expansion, in a sense, to Overwatch. Because I have a hard time believing that they would go through all the trouble and put all the resources in to get like Overwatch League set up and port Overwatch over to the Switch like a week ago to simply come out and say, oh, we're putting out a brand new freaking game. I believe that Overwatch 2 is going to be an expansion that just adds more content to the standard Overwatch game that we already have. It's going to add new skins in the forms of all the art that we've seen and show the characters getting older. It's going to add the PvE mode, which will probably include a story mode concept to it. And it's going to add another hero, because I have a hard time believing they're going to put out a whole new game and only include one new hero. So that's why I'm believing it's going to be an expansion. It'll almost be like Fortnite Chapter 2 is to Fortnite. It's a different entity, but it's the same game. So I feel that's the best route they could handle with Overwatch, because for me personally, putting a ton of hours into the previous Overwatch, I don't really see the point of buying a new Overwatch if it's only going to feature like a new game mode and one new character. Like I really don't see the point of them putting out a whole new $60 game if that's all they're adding to it. Now, I don't think we're going to see anything big out of StarCraft or Heroes of the Storm. They might announce a new hero or a new map or something for that game, but I really don't foresee anything huge coming out of those games. They'll probably announce something for Hearthstone because there still seems to be a pretty strong community there. And then the final thing, obviously, BFA has been out for a while for World of Warcraft, and there's a lot of hype around World of Warcraft with the release of World of Warcraft Classic. There's a lot of people playing the game again and subscribe to the game. So I'm sure, I'm 100% positive that they are going to announce the newest World of Warcraft expansion. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Everything seems to be hinting that it's going to be Shadowlands, and I personally would think that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see it. And I'd rather them, instead of continuing this allied race format that they have going right now, I would rather just see a confirmed 100% new race that I don't have to grind for to unlock. That was my biggest problem with the allied races, is I would have to grind and grind to unlock the allied races, and then I'd have to level the allied race afterwards. I'd rather just have a set character that I didn't have to grind for, and then be able to just go and have a great time. However, I don't think we're going to get a new race. I think we're going to get a new class in the form of the Tinkerer. And I think the Tinkerer is coming because of that new gnome area that is in BFA. I actually did not even play the patch to know what the hell it was, because I've just been kind of fed up with BFA. But the new mecha gnomes are an allied race, so I'm definitely thinking that we're going to get Tinkerer to some capacity, and it's going to be available for like gnomes, maybe Volpera, goblins, and mecha gnomes. So I think that is definitely the new hero class that will be coming in the next expansion, whether that be Shadowlands or whatever the hell else is coming. And it seems from a lot of the data mining and models they found in the files for World of Warcraft, that it's going to feature the Lich King again. And I think that could be really cool. It seems that they've added some Death Knight models, so some of the newer races like Pandaren can actually be Death Knights in this new expansion, so that would be something that's really cool. I always thought that having a fat panda as a Death Knight would be something really cool to see, so it's kind of exciting that that's a possibility. And honestly, if they don't include a new class, they're just going to hype up the idea that there will be Death Knights again with new race combinations, or maybe a new type of Death Knight. It's all up in the air, but I know for 100% certainty that they are going to be announcing a new World of Warcraft expansion. And on top of that, they're probably going to announce some new stuff for WoW Classic, tell when the new patches and updates are coming for that game. And so people will stay hyped and continue playing WoW Classic and show that they are supporting that endeavor, because a lot of people are really enjoying Classic and some people only play Classic now. So it'd be good for them to kind of confirm what's coming for World of Warcraft Classic, so fans of that can be satisfied with this BlizzCon. But yeah, that's pretty much all I think is going to be announced at this BlizzCon. I don't think a whole lot else is going to happen. Like I said, I really want them to just straight up come out the gate before any games are announced and just apologize for what happened with the Blitzchung situation and show that they are more than just money-hungry, China-loving individuals. And if that happened, I would be very excited seeing what comes out of this BlizzCon. But like I said, that is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Share the video with your friends. Get this out there so more people can come to the community and we can really get some conversations going over stuff like this. Be sure to check out my podcast. I record it almost every week with my buddy. We're both busy guys. I'm in school, he's working, so we can't always record the podcast, and it's kind of been a messy situation getting it handled right now. But yeah, it's fun to do. We like doing it, so be sure to go check out the channel for that. And all my other social media should be on the screen here at some point. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.